Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise, where I am making lots of vacation homes for people on Vacation Island, and I'm really excited to see who we're going to have on Vacation Islands today. It's been a little minute since I've done a Happy Home Paradise episode, and I'm really excited to get back into it because I love this series so much. I'm having so much fun with it. So let's dive on into Animal Crossing. Let's see who we're going to be building a vacation home for today. Oh, just before we go to Vacation Island though, I mentioned a couple episodes ago on the main series that Rosie now lives on the island. How exciting. It was in a Here's What You Missed on SezTopia on the last episode of Animal Crossing. Look, I'm not sure, maybe 2 episodes ago. I don't know when this video is coming out just yet, that's all. But that means Panchetti is gone. I love that. There she is. Hi, my girl, Rosie. You're so cute. I'm so glad that she's here and she overtook Panchetti. She came and visited us on the campsite and I got her to move Panchetti out. So that's exciting. She will eventually leave. She's just a temporary villager. I don't want her to live here forever, but it's just exciting. A little bit of news. Hi, Judy. Let's get to the airport, though. I got things I want to be doing, right? Heading to work. Let's go. What a beautiful sunshiny day on SezTopia. All right. Hello, Orville. Let's go. I want to go to work. Thanks ever so much. I am going to work. I am surely ready. Time for takeoff. Get me airborne. Thank you. It's ground pounder 2, okay? I'm ready to go. What would they do indeed? All right, I'm very excited. Do I see who's on the beach first, or do I just go? Look, I'll just go up and see. Like, I'll just go get to work. I'm not even looking. Oh my God, I am looking. I'm looking. I already know whose house we're going to be making over today. That's so good. It's been a while, huh? If you're here to work, go see Lottie first. I'm not going to share it with you right now. I already know. I already know. If you've been watching the main series, you already know who we're going to be building a house for today. Oh my God. Because it's a villager I know and love very much. Anyway, let's just check in with work first. I love how I said I wasn't looking and then I was immediately looking. Hi, SezRawrr. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Lottie. Hi, Wendell. No, Wardell. I did that a couple episodes ago. I was doing so well. Hi, Wardell. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to have a look at this bed. I have never come across this bed in my shop before, so I'm going to buy it, even though, like, I don't know if I'll use it. It's pretty cute, though. It's only 8,600 pokey. I'm going to buy it. Thank you so much. What about this vase down the front here? I probably have already seen that before. 4,300, I'll buy it. I've got lots of pokey. Okay, with that being said, now I'm ready to get to work, okay? What's up? Are you looking for some work, SezRawrr? I sure am. I'm ready to work. Okay, let's get you working. Here I am. Good luck out there. Thank you so much, Lottie. I'm very excited. I'm going to talk to everyone else first, okay? Because I want to see what ones I'm missing out on today. So we're going to start by looking on the right side of the island, I think. All right, let's calm down over here. All right, I want a place that shows off how cool bikes are. Well, no. No. I want time to just slip away while I relax with handicrafts. Okay, that would also have been a good one. But, oh, hold on. Who do we have over here? A giant projection screen for movies would be amazing, but none of those things are going to be happening today. I'm going to come up because I don't want to spoil myself for what Marlo wants to have done, because it's probably going to be Marlo that we're helping today. Who do we have on this side of the island, right? My ideal day, me cozy under my katatsu eating oranges. Well, no, there's one more friend that I want to have a look at, and he's over there sipping a drink underneath that umbrella. That is Marlo. I have Marlo on main island SezRawrr, okay? He was one of my dreamies. He's here on Vacation Island. I absolutely want to build a vacation home for him. What does he want done though? He's an interesting character, right? I want to pretend I'm one of those big, fancy movie stars. Marlo, I can totally see it, my guy. I can totally see you being a big movie star. You'd be in the Godfather series because you're like a mob kind of looking guy, like a mafia guy. Absolutely. Marlo, let's do it for you. I'm really excited for this, actually. So what's your story? You another tourist, a local maybe? Oh, you're a vacation home builder. I didn't recognize you on account of never having met you. That's okay. You probably have, just back home on SezRawrr. That's all. Anyway, oh good, maybe not. Maybe we haven't actually visited from SezTopia to SezRawrr since Marlo's been there. Anyway, your timing is perfect. This vacation home business seems real tempting and I could use a little help. I love the thought as well of Marlo going on holiday from our island on SezRawrr to the vacation island on SezTopia. I love that. I love that idea. Let's chat. See, I love a good chat, especially one that ends with me in a vacation home, gabish, gahaha. You're so cute, Marlo. I'm so ridiculously excited for this. All right. Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it, gabish. Now, here's what I was thinking for my vacation home. What do you want me to use for you? Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just looking at like our group of vacation home islanders out the back. It looks like they're doing Hawaiian dancing. So cute. Anyway, what do you want me to use? A movie star mansion. Oh my gosh, these are all things that he has in his home. He wants a movie star mansion though, so that's giving me very fancy mansion vibes. I'm thinking marble flooring, which he has in his home. It's fine. I can make a super fancy place as long as I've got things to make a super fancy place with Marlo. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Oh, that's very nice. I really like your concept. All right, now the next step is for you to choose an island for the client, SezRawrr. So we're thinking movie star mansion. It's giving like somewhere that would be on its own. I want to put it on an island on its own. I don't want to put it with other villages because it deserves to be on its own. A little island. It could potentially be beachfront. It's not going to be that one. It's not going to be that one either. I don't think it's going to be... No, I want an island on its own. So we've got a couple of little islands on its own. That could be a really cute one. That's very isolated. That's kind of what I wanted because when you're a movie star, you like want your home to be like a private sanctuary space. I'm thinking like gated communities. We could pretend this is at the end of like a gated community for him. I mean, a lot of the other islands we've got are the rocks. I don't want to do the rocks. So there's only four islands. There's this one. That could also be kind of secluded and kind of nice. I mean, the home's on the beach and I don't particularly love that because that lot would give me more like beach shack. And that's not quite the vibe from Marlo. That one also does give very secluded. And then down here, we've got this one that we were looking at just before, or there's this one. I don't love the idea of that one for him. So I'm debating between this one and the one with the rocks. I do kind of love the idea of Marlo being able to go and relax on his own beach as a part of his mansion. A movie star would have enough money to be able to have their own little island with its own little beach. So maybe I'll do this one. Okay, I'll do this one, I reckon. Do I want to change the season though? What does it look like in different seasons? This is spring. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just the clouds that are going to change, right? So summer, spring. It's going to either be summer or spring. I'm just, I'll stick with summer. I will eventually change to spring, okay? I promise, just not right now, that's all. And do like appropriate weather for the islands, right? Not bad. I'm really starting to look forward to this, Gabish, my guy. I am already looking forward to this. This is so good. Now, Marlo, we found an excellent location for you, but you need to see it for yourself before we begin. SezRawrr, please lead Marlo to the site. And best of luck. Thank you so much. I'm so glad it's someone that I know. How good. All right, here we are. Your own little slice of paradise, Marlo. Well, so this is where I'll be vacationing, huh? What a location. It'll be a sight to see when it's done. Absolutely. I'll get out of your hair for now. Good luck, Gabish. our movie star mansion. So I definitely think that I want to go inside first. Just like I have for the last couple. We'll get the vibes for the inside right, and then we'll get the vibes for the outside right, okay? This is so exciting. All right, Marlo, here we are. Let's get your things unboxed. Okay, so it is giving me very, it's interesting that these are the pieces that he wanted to use for his movie star mansion. Anyway, that's okay. Let's get into having a look at some flooring and stuff, right? Let's do it. Over to flooring. Do we have any marble tiles or the black iron parquet flooring? He is nodding his head at that, but I was thinking more sleek. I wish we had the stone tile. He does use this stone tile in his home, so it's really funny that I'm thinking of using it now. It's just I was thinking more sleek and modern for a mansion, but we could also go just fancy but older mansion. I just don't want this to be exactly the same as what his home is. So if I can steer a little bit further away from his home. Okay, he didn't nod his head at this one. So I'm going to go with that one because he did nod his head at that one before. Okay, wallpaper. Right. See, this is kind of the vibes that I was thinking of. The brown crown wall. I don't like the brown vibes, but it's got like the very fancy marble that I was kind of looking for. A classic library wall is interesting. Harmonious wall. This is the wallpaper, the cityscape wall. He has this wallpaper in his house, so I don't want to use it, even though it does give me very luxurious and fancy. I think I'm going to go with the brown crown wall, though, and maybe we could do a feature wall, because this is what it looks like so far. Maybe we could do a feature wall of the old library wall, just to mix it up a little bit, right? So can I get the old, no, how do I do it? I can't remember how to do it. Oh no, I always blank on this every single time. Accent wall. There we go. I got it. Yeah, I like that. And then I reckon we can put the desk and the chair with the phone on the desk. We can pop that in the middle in front of that, right? And then we can chuck the phone on the desk. Okay, so that is that. I'm happy with that, okay? Because then it looks like he's got massive amounts of bookshelves in here. But I don't actually need to put a bookshelf in here then, right? I can spend the rest of this room doing something else, okay? Okay. With that being said, let's take a look at what other furniture we've got. This is the furniture. Okay. They've got some interesting choices in here. Oh my gosh, I have to put that gazebo. I have to paint it and put it outside, right? Okay. We've got some really interesting vibes in here. Just seeing the gold bars and the pile of cash, that makes so much sense for Marlo that it's not even funny. See, it helps that I just am very familiar with him as a character, right? It makes a lot of sense. So I feel like I can tailor this. Also interesting that we've got a freaking grave here, right? That's very interesting. I am thinking maybe a fireplace would be nice to have in here. What colors do we have in that though? Dark brown. I guess the dark brown would be the way to go. I would like to have a fireplace just in here because it's going to give the nice cozy kind of vibes. I would kind of like this to have a bed in here as well. Oop, I just realized that's not in the middle of the space. Now it is. So maybe I'm going to move the desk over a little bit more just because I'm going to need some more space to have a bed in here, right? So if we move it over by 1, I would like to have this be like a bedroom sort of space. He wants a mansion, so that kind of is giving me like a fully furnished home vibe, right? But I don't think we're going to be able to fit everything. So, beds. We've got a couple here, but let me take a look at everything that I've got because I might be able to find a better vibe with something else that I've got, right? Okay, so they've got the imperial bed or the antique bed. I myself love the antique bed. I've never used the imperial bed before. Let me have a look at what swatches we've got in the imperial bed. Oh, I like it in the black, but we're going with more of this brown vibe for him, and that does give me very opulent very fancy. So maybe we'll go with that bed. I couldn't see whether he liked it or not. I'm gonna hope that he's gonna like that, okay? Oh, he nodded his head. Okay, he does like it. Can I scooch it over by one maybe? Yeah. We can put some end tables there. Then maybe I'm gonna want to move the fireplace so it's directly across from the bed. Okay, I know that they're not technically in the middle of the room, but that's central across the bed. I wonder if I can get... Do we have any TVs that can be wall-mounted? Yes, we do. I could get a wall-mounted TV to go up above the fireplace. Oopsie, go back, go back, go back, go back. Thank you, go back. Let's get that put there, because that's where I want it to go. Beautiful. And then maybe... See, I'm not sure. There's something that isn't quite giving me the vibes that I wanted. I'm not sure what that is, though. I mean, it does feel very... You know what? Maybe it's even some of these. The drapery. That's going to help to give it more of an opulent feel. Like, it just doesn't feel very mansion to me at the moment. It's almost there. Maybe this drapery would help. So let's take a look at what colors we can get in this drapery. Berry red, green, yellow, light blue, white, navy blue, black, purple, or patterned, or custom. Okay, well, I do like the berry red, but maybe we should go... No, I don't want to go with the yellow. The yellow is too bright. If we had this in like a brown, the black might be interesting, or the berry red. I do like that berry red. What I want to do, I want to put that kind of over... as far against the wall as I can. So let me just grab some more of them. How does that look? How does that look? See, it looks very bright. And also, it's kind of... I wanted it to be hanging like on the wall, not in front of it. But I do like it. Maybe I just need to change it to black, right? Maybe that's just what it needs to be. Let's get to having a look at that. Yes, sorry, just forgetting all my buttons. It's been a long time, okay? Just give me a second to get used to things again. Let's go with black. Yes, let's go with black. And I'm hoping I'm gonna like the black vibes on it better. It would make sense because the marbling on the bottom of this wallpaper is black, so it's like tying the black in together. Let's take a look at that now. Oh, I can't. Why can't I see? I can't see very well. I think I like that better though. I can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, I like that. I think because the black almost kind of looks a bit brown. Like it doesn't look like a straight black. I think that helps with feeling ornate. So I might even grab some more of them and put them over the other side of the room as well. Okay? Hell yes. Oops, I didn't mean to get them in red though. We're going to get them in black. Thanks. Yep. And then I'm going to grab 2 more of them. Cool. Let's pop them over here. And I'm hoping that they're going to hang nicely above the TV and that it's not going to encroach upon the TV. Shall I go and have a look at that? I want to switch to this wall. Oh yeah, perfect. Plenty of space. I could even bring the TV up by 1, right? Because we could potentially put some things on top of the fireplace still. Okay, it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay. There's still something that I'm not particularly loving about this, right? I kind of wish he didn't want to use the desk. I think the desk might be throwing me off a little bit. Hold on. Let me just rearrange things a little bit. Maybe the desk doesn't have to be on this wall. Maybe we can chuck the desk over... Sorry if I can get it positioned the way that I want it to. No, I want it to be facing this way. Goodness gracious, that way, thank you. And then maybe we can pop it over next to the fireplace. I just feel like it doesn't need to be in the middle at the back wall, right? I feel like that was just not quite right, the right vibe. So now I've got plenty of space. I could even move the bed to be in the middle of the room now, and even the fireplace and the TV could be in the middle of the room now, and then I would still have some more space. Okay, so let me have a look perhaps at a couch. Hold on, let me just come back to normal for a second. And have a look at this space better from this way. I reckon we could put a couch in the middle at the back there. And then I reckon, because we're modeling this to be sort of more bedroom-like, I reckon we can put some other furniture that we would see in a bedroom in here. So let me have a look. What couches do we have? Do we have couches in here? I don't think I saw a couch in. This is like the recommended items or items that we've unlocked with other rooms. Okay. So no, there was no new couches. Okay, well, what color do we have in the simple sofa? Do we have that's brown and that's not brown. That was like mustard color. Not quite the right colors. Okay, that's okay. We'll have a look at the cool sofa then. We've got red, orange, blue, lime, yellow. Again, not the right colors at all, unless I was going to go with the black. And I mean, I could do that. I could go with a black one. Let me just have a look at what colors we've got in the... Hold on. Sorry, getting all my buttons wrong again. All good. Let me chuck that up the back there for a second. And he nodded his head at that, and I love that. What do we have in the double sofa? I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on the right sofa. I have a feeling this is going to have a dark brown. Let me get that out, and I'll compare it to the cool sofa. I mean, he nodded his head at that too. Which of these two couches gives me more opulent vibes is the question. I feel like the brown one better matches the rest of the furniture we've got in the room. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. That's the button, thank you. And then let's put this one there instead, I reckon. Okay, so some other furniture that I think that Marlo would have in here. Well, we do need a bedside table, actually. We don't have many options in the way of bedside tables, though, so that's interesting. But maybe we could go with the cool side table? It's just not... Yeah, we don't have a lot of furniture still. And this is in everything. This isn't even in just, like, recommended. This is in everything. But maybe I could get some little dresses or something. I think we've got a darker brown in the ironwood dresses. Teak. Walnut. That's what it is. Walnut. I feel like that would be okay. Yeah, that actually does match quite nicely. And he freaking clapped his hands. He's clapping for it. So let me grab another one of them. Because I know that he... Oh, I should have grabbed another one of the same, actually. Hold on. Let me get a copy of that. Thank you. We're going to put them over next to his bed. And then we'll get some... little clutter or maybe some lamps on there or something. I've just realized this wallpaper doesn't have windows in it, but that's okay. It does give very kind of secluded away from the world. Very private vibes then, I guess. Okay, so what else do we need in here? Okay, so maybe just some other things that I feel like Marlo himself would have in a home like this. Definitely a safe. He is definitely a safe kind of guy. And then I did mention before about even like having like the stack of money and like the gold bars. So maybe I could even put some of them in here because that's definitely very much his vibe as well. When it comes to like a stereo... I don't think... Maybe he has this one. I can't quite remember off the top of my head what the inside of his house, what furniture he's got. I know he's got two of the cool sofas, the cool sofas that we had before. He's got a coffee table in between them. He's got this exact desk and chair up the back. He's got a safe. And then I can't remember what's in the opposite corner from the safe. But definitely a safe I think would be great. Maybe I could even get a couple of safes. Because if he's going to be like movie star rich, he would need a couple of safes for all of his money, right? So I'll grab a couple. We'll pop them over here next to the fireplace, I reckon. Can I like change the colors of them at all? Because I would like to have different colors. Black, maybe we, oh, gold. No, let's just go one with black and one with silver so that they're not exactly the same. And I reckon I could even get some of the money and the gold bars that we had before. They're not going to be in this menu, are they? Are they? They might be. Hold on. We've got a car. For the first time, we've got a car. And that could actually be really helpful for finishing off Vivian's outside. Okay, where do we have? Surely we've got to have... There they are, the pile of cash and the gold bars. They knew exactly where they needed to go. I didn't tell them to go there. They just went there. They knew that that is exactly where I wanted them. Thank you. I love that. All right, so what other things do we have in here? Oh, a chessboard would be really good for him to have, I think. Let's get that out too, and I'll find somewhere for that. I do like this decorative plate. Do I get his photo? Because, I mean, he looks just like a mob boss there, right? He does. He looks like he's part of the mafia. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We could get some paintings, though. We've got the basic painting and the worthy painting. I don't know how big these are. They're pretty big. I'll see if I can hang them on a wall. I should be able to hang them on a wall. As for lighting, maybe we could get a chandelier, because he's definitely the kind of guy that would probably have a chandelier. So let's have a look at colors for a second, because I'm not sure the gold would be right for this space. Pink. Oh, okay. Maybe it is then. I mean, silver would also be okay, because the silver kind of looks a little bit black. Look, let me get it in gold and see how it looks in the room. Okay. Put it in the middle. Yeah, I actually think that kind of fits the vibe because it matches the gold that's on the bed. I think that's kind of the vibe. I'm going to grab this chessboard and maybe we'll pop it over on the desk as well. It's like he's playing chess at his desk. As for everything else, I actually do think I want to move. Can I put the paintings on the wall? That's kind of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to just have them out and about. Huh. Let me get rid of them for a second, actually. Why did I get out of that? That's exactly where I needed to be. All good. Let's get rid of that. No, I wanted to remove it, actually, not make a copy of it. Sorry about me just forgetting my buttons. Let me just turn my gold bars and my cash that way, okay? Because that's actually, no, the cash can probably stay the way that it was. The gold bars just needed to turn around. So let me have a look at wall decorations, okay? No, I did want to look at wall decorations, okay? Just come around to this wall. Okay, what have we got for wall decor? Wall mounted. Okay, so we can put them on the wall. All good. The worthy painting. I feel like both of these would be really good. The worthy painting and the basic painting. So, that one's just a bit big though. But I mean, it can fit, and then the basic painting can also just fit, right? Ooh, it doesn't fit quite the same. Huh. 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 Why is it not fitting at the same height? They are the same size. Oh, no, it's slightly smaller. I still don't know why I can't put it at the same sort of height, though. Maybe I'll just put it there, and I'm just going to say that that's fine. It just would make sense for him to have some fancy artwork in here. I want this to feel like a very fancy space, right? I wonder if I can change the color of the frames, though. No, you can't change the coloring. Damn, I would have liked to have made the frames a little bit darker, I think. Anyway, that's okay. Now let's have a look maybe at some cluttery bits and bobs that I can put, like some lamps and stuff. Oh, maybe we could get a little bench for the end of his chair, at the end of his bed, though. Let's have a look back up at that for a second, just because we've got a great big space in the middle of the room and I would like to put something there. And I do sometimes like to put, like, ottomans or things at the ends of the beds. I mean, we've got, like, the log benches. They're not quite the right vibes. We've got a simple stool as well, but again, that's not quite the right vibe. So maybe it's going to be like a low board or something. We've got the wooden low table or the ranch low board or the patchwork low board. We've got a cool low table. Fantastic. Or we could get the Imperial low table because that will match his bed. Do we have it in the brown? We sure do. Let's get that. Thank you. Put that at the end of his bed, and then I can put some cluttery bits and bobs on that too, and I think that will definitely help. Okay, we're looking quite luxurious in here, and that is exactly the vibe that I wanted, was luxurious. So let's go back in and now have a look at some cluttery bits and bobs, okay? So luxurious stuff, a traditional tea set. I can't tell that he liked that or not. I might get rid of that. It was something new. And I was like, oh, it's something new. Oh, the candelabras, the golden candlestick. That could be totally a vibe for beside his bed. And he's like exclaiming at that. So I think he really likes that. We could put them beside his bed. How fancy, my guy. How fancy for you. I love it. Okay, what else do we have? Not the film projector. I would do that if I had the projection screen, but I don't have the projection screen in here. Okay. Maybe we could put a stack of books. I do love doing a stack of books, and he's exclaiming at that too, so maybe we can put that over next to the couch. I do love doing that. Oop, get back to where you were. Thank you. Okay, and then what else do we have? Maybe we could get his aluminium briefcase, and maybe we could pop that up here on the coffee table, right? We can chuck that there. We could get some incense. He did hard eyes at freaking that one, so absolutely we'll get that for him. And we can put that on top of the fireplace, I reckon. And then maybe it's going to be like decorative stuff, right? So let's pop the incense on top of the fireplace. I think I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think it's quite the right vibe. Right, maybe we could get some fancy vases as well. This is a small vase. I should actually have a look at what variations we've got in that. Was there one that I liked better? This is what I just bought before. The flowers and butterflies is really pretty and interesting and very opulent looking. So maybe I'll grab that one instead. I'm wondering if I can put that up on the top of the fireplace as well. I sure can. Absolutely. And then what else do we have? I mean, we've got this one as well, the porcelain vase. I don't think they give quite as opulent vibes to me as such. What about this decorative plate? Okay, the stand color in brown suits. We've got flowers. Oh, the mountain. This is pretty, bird. Monochrome floral design, colorful floral design, sepia floral design, pomegranates. Velt or... Okay, look, I actually really liked this one, the mountain. I'm going to get it in mountain. That's pretty. And he loves it. He absolutely loves it. So I'm kind of thinking of switching. Maybe I'll get rid of the aluminium briefcase because he wanted a movie star mansion and I've gone very Marlo the mobster. So maybe I'll just put the plate at the decorative plate at the end of the bed. I think that's kind of a vibe, right? All right, I feel like we're nearly done here. There is one thing that I saw in here, and when I'm playing The Sims, it gives me very fancy vibes, so it kind of gives me fancy vibes again from Marlo here. Just because they're generally very expensive in The Sims 4, and I would assume that one would also be very expensive in Animal Crossing as well. And it is... Where is it? Where is it? I saw it before. Here it is. The plate armor, like a knight statue. That gives me ridiculously fancy. And because I don't have a piece of art that extends the whole way across the wall, I reckon we can pop him in the corner. It's giving me very fancy in here. It really is. I'm thinking maybe a small plant over in that corner that has nothing. And then maybe we'll have a look at a rug on the floor and then we might be just about done. Okay, look, this is... I wasn't sure what vibe I was going to come up with. Well, I did say sleek and modern to start off with. And instead of sleek and modern, we've kind of gone classic, but still very luxurious vibes, right? So it's interesting. All right, I don't have many plants is the only thing. My plants are a bit of a letdown for what I've got on offer in here, right? So maybe not a plant. Maybe there doesn't need to be anything in that corner. Maybe that corner can just be bare. So let me take a look at rugs then. What do we have for rugs? Oh, we've got the brown shaggy rug. I actually thought that was not the brown shaggy rug. That's okay. Let me get rid of that because actually that's a big no on that. I thought that the thumbnail here had like a print on it, but then we do have the red Persian rug. That's interesting. If it weren't so big, I think I'd like it more, but it just takes up so much of the space and we can't see a lot on the floor. So it's making me think that I want not a big rug like this, right? Let's remove it. All right, let's have a look at some smaller rugs then. Because that's a 5x5, right? So we have the elegant beige rug. That's slightly smaller. It's a bit too bright, I think, for the space is the issue. So let's get rid of that one. We do also have it in the black. And that's a little bit darker. And I feel like that doesn't take away from anything. But then I think I liked just the exposed flooring without it. Because the flooring is very opulent. Is there anything smaller that I feel like could work instead? I mean, a simple small black mat, that's going to be very small. That's too small. Okay, so maybe we just don't have a rug. Maybe this is it, right? Maybe this is it. I mean, it does give me very money is what it gives me. And I feel like that's the vibe that Marlo wanted for this space, right? Okay. No, you know what? I'll go and do the outside first because I would rather just go and get the outside done first and then we'll do the tour and then we can take the photo afterwards. So here we are outside, Marlo. Okay. Let's get into some stuff, right? Firstly, Marlo, I'm going to need to move you out of the way. Okay, I'm going to need to move you. All right, let's have a look at the house then. So if it's giving mansion, it's kind of giving bigger, right? Kind of giving bigger. I reckon we go with a bigger house. And let's see if we can make it fancy looking. I kind of like the brown curved shingles. We've got a lot of brown for him. We could also do the brown stone roof. I don't love that as much. I don't think a thatched roof. I'm really liking the brown curved shingles. And then the siding. We can try and make this look very old school, right? Old school mansion. Or, ooh, we've got some interesting coloring here that I don't think I've seen before in these tiles. I mean, I probably have, I just don't remember them. The brown cobblestones, that gives me very old mansion, right? Or we've got like the stucco. But the beige, no, that's giving me more modern and that's not the vibe that I wanted to go with. I like the cobblestones. The cobblestones are interesting. What if we don't go with brown for him, though? What if we go with, like, grey instead? And then maybe we could go with, like, a black curved shingles? That gives me very old but luxurious, opulent vibes. And that's kind of the vibe that I went with on the inside as well. Okay, I'm happy with that. So a door, though. I need a door to reflect that too. A door that says opulence, that says money. I have some. Okay, that's what I want. Not the oh, we do have the imperial door. We could go with that because we went with some of the imperial stuff on the inside. That does say to me, I have money. What about the black Zen door? Oh, even that. Oh, I like that actually. I think that's going to be it. Okay, do I have anything that I want? Maybe we could go with an iron door plate on the front there. Yeah, I feel like that's just topped it off, actually. I really like that. I do really, really like that. Okay, so we can even just get a pathway up to his house from kind of from where the pier is to his house, right? I definitely feel like a stone or the arched tile path. Let me just... See, here's the thing. That's 2 tiles wide, but I would like it to be 3 tiles wide, right? Maybe we could do it to there, and then I could put some bushes and stuff to help hide the fact that we go from a 2 to a 3 tile wide path. I love that though, straight away. I think that is a whole vibe. I really do. I really do. Maybe I could even get, actually, hold on. Maybe I can have a look at what fencing I've got. What fences do I have? I want something that says fancy. I mean, we've got like the stone fence and that could be fancy. Oh, we also do have the imperial fence, but I can't change the color on it. If I could change the color on the imperial fence, I would be more inclined to use it. But the stone fence would be okay to have on its own, or even the hedge fence, because that's going to add some of that greenery into the place as well, right? Let me just do this for a second. Can I, oh, hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Or is it better just with no fence? I mean, very fancy homes like this would have a hedge fence. Maybe let me switch it to the stone fence and see if I like that better. I don't like it better. I think I will go with the hedge fencing because, like I said, they generally have, like, big fancy homes have big fancy hedges generally, in my experience. Not that I have been to a mansion before, but that's just what I think, my experience, right? So I'm going to go with that. And then for the rest, we will just have a look at what outdoor stuff we can do, like trees and stuff. I feel like some cedar trees are a little bit more fancy than the hardwood trees. So we'll get some cedar trees and we'll pop one up the back here next to the house, wherever it will fit. Maybe we'll pop one. I mean, this one is fitting nicely there. Can I bring it any closer? Nope, exactly where it was then. Okay. Maybe we could put... No, I don't want it directly in line. So maybe having a tree there like that. Maybe, is that okay? Or is that too cluttered? I can't tell. See, I like the idea of the seclusion behind it. But then I would like to have some more space to have some shrubs and some flowers. All right, let's take a look at some shrubs and flowers then. So what shrubs do I have that give me fancy? The holly gives me very fancy. I think it's just the holly, right? The holly bushes give me very fancy. So, and that's going to inject some red into this as well. We can pop one there. We can pop one there next to the house. And there should be another one back here somewhere. There it is. We'll pop one down here. I'll grab some more. We can pop one up there next to the tree. And then up the back here, we can pop one there. And I'll grab another one to pop in front of that tree. Okay. I like that. I think that's very cute. And it's not like overwhelming. It's kind of giving me very historical mansion. And I feel like Marlo would love a historical mansion. So I'm really happy with this space that I've done for him. I'm not sure about flower bushes though. Or pansies. I do love a red pansy. And because we've only got the primary colors in all of the flowers, like the basic ones that you don't need to breed for, they're probably my favorite. I do love a red pansy. Let me just grab a couple of them. He's nodded his head at them, so that's good. I'm happy with that. I could pop another one there. Maybe another one up the back there. You can't see it, but that's okay. I would love to have a little pretend walkway coming down onto his beach, because I will probably give him a little beach setting as well. I'm loving that. That is a whole freaking vibe to me immediately. I'm stoked with that. That's going to be one of my... If it's so simple, the thing is, it's so simple, but it's one of my favorite aesthetics that I've done so far in Happy Homes Paradise. I'm just really, really, really happy with how that looks. I think it's adorable. All right, let's maybe we could get a coconut tree for the beach. We could get a coconut tree. We could chuck it up the back here. Maybe we could even grab another one. Hell yeah, that's exactly where I was going to put it as well. And then maybe I can look at getting a hammock or something for outside. Let's see what we've got in here. Are we going to have like things like a hammock in here? We do have lounges though. Okay, we do have a hammock. But we also do have lounges, and the poolside bed could also just give me the right vibe. I'll grab a couple of them too, okay? So if I grab the lounges and we put like one, like, oopsie, I forgot that it won't turn the way that I want it to when it's like that. So if we put one there, and then if we grab the other one and chuck it there, maybe I could get a little table to put in between. This is just giving very luxurious for him. Like he would absolutely come and chill on his hammock underneath the palm trees. Can I grab another palm tree and put it in between? No, I won't be able to put it in between, will I? I'll grab another one and see. Can I put it in between the... I can! That's cute. Is it looking a bit too cluttered though? You know what? No. I'm going to say no, it's not. I'm going to say no, it's not. But I do want to have a look at actually the colors on this one, right? On the hammock first and then on the pool lounges. So the brown frame is fine. Camouflage, hibiscus flowers, white or pattern. Maybe I can have a look at a pattern and do like find a fancy pattern maybe for him. Because I know we will have some fancy patterns in here, right? Maybe like that one could be okay. Everything else is kind of, oh, we do have, hold on, what about this one? That's an interesting vibe. I don't like any of them. I don't think any of them are fancy enough. They're very informal and variety. Yeah, no, I'm kind of thinking of, oh, hold on, what is this red one? Oh, I like that. I'm going to go with that, I think, for the hammock. And then let's have a look at changing the swatches on the poolside beds. Just he deserves to have somewhere super fancy to chill. Even the black on the dark brown would probably be really nice. The black on the dark brown. I do think that's a whole vibe. Yeah, with that being said, I think that's going to be Marlo's place. Done. I really like the vibe. It's so cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's adorable. I really, really like that space for him. Okay, with that being said, let's go back inside, Marlo, because I want you to tour the inside of your place more than the outside, okay? Because it's kind of, I mean, I was going to say it's all about the inside, but look, I think I actually kind of like the outside better than the inside. Okay, but this is the space that I was trying to really capture the movie star mansion vibes with. So let's see if he likes it. How's that vacation home coming along? Is it ready? My guy, I think it's ready. I think it is. I do. Let's do this. I'm so excited. I hardly know what to do with myself. I can't wait to take a look all around the place. I can't wait for you to do that either, my guy. It's very exciting. Let's do it. I can't help but admire that work ethic of yours. You were at it for quite some time, Gabish. I wanted to make it right for you, my guy, and I think this is right for you. I'm stoked. He looks so cute in this space. Ain't that something? Outstanding work. I couldn't have done it better myself, Gabish. I'm so glad you love it, Marlo. You know, I wouldn't blame you for snapping a couple photos for the old portfolio now that it's all finished up. Absolutely, I freaking will. Yes, I'll take photos, thank you. Gahaha, that's what I figured. Take as many as you please, Gabish. All right, my guy. Let's do this then, okay? Let's position you first, maybe on the couch. Okay, stay there, okay? Stay there. I think he's dressed fancily enough for the space, okay? So let's now, can Can I... Oh, hold on. I'm doing the wrong things. I'm doing the... Not Marlo. Marlo. I'm doing all the wrong things. But Marlo, you need to stay on the couch. That's where I want you to be. Get on the couch. Get on the couch. Okay. Let's get into photo mode and let's do this, all right? Let's get rid of me. Okay, and let's see what we can do for some fancy... I have a feeling the drapery is going to get in the way of all of my beautiful photos that I can take, right? Let's get him looking up at the camera. The drapery. Oh, why do I feel like I need to remove the drapery just for the sake of taking the photo? Because look at that. The drapery is just in the way. Is it? Is it? Maybe it's not. No, it is. It definitely is. Okay, hold on. Let me just get rid. Can I get rid of the drapery for a second? Is that possible? Or can I not because I said that I was going to take a photo? I can't. Marlo, please. I mean, you're reading a book. You need to be sitting on the couch while you're reading your book. There you go. You do that, my guy. Thank you. I can't believe that the drapery is going to be in the way. But look, it is what it is. Get me out of the way. Marlo. He's reading a book. That's fine. You can read your book. Just if you decide you want to look up, that would also be cool, right? I feel like I had a good angle before and now I've lost it. Do I need to zoom in a bit? Oh, Marlo, I should have snapped the photo then. That would have been great. I'll see if I can get him to make another face, right? And I'll snap the photo at the perfect time, hopefully. Come on, Marlo. Oh, that's a cute one. Let's see if I can get him to make a big face, though, like he did before. You're so cute with your little glasses, my guy. Generally, when he reads, though, he puts on his big glasses. He's just a little guy. I really like this space for him. Marlo, no! Marlo! Seriously, my guy? You need to get back on that couch, please, Marlo. Up you go. Thanks. Go back to reading. Oh, have your cup of coffee. Even better. Okay, that's great. That's great. Now I've got to find the right angle again, right? That's a pretty good angle, I reckon. Yes, there you go, my guy. Go on, take a drink. Very good. Maybe I'll go with that one instead, though. I've just overridden the first photo that I would have taken, but that's okay. And look, I reckon that even that one would be okay. So I'm going to make a note of that for the thumbnail of this video, okay? Sorry, just you guys always come along on these journeys with me. So now I've got that in my notes. I reckon that should be good. Let's take a look. So this one with the book. Oh, I forgot. No, this one with the book or this one. I think this one with the coffee is the better vibe, actually. It's got a better angle, I think. You can see more of the nightstand on the right-hand side with the candelabra. Because the candelabra gets lost on the other side on this angle, but you can see it. So it adds that little bit more of the fancy vibe. So I reckon this one with the coffee is the one. Let's do that. There you go, Marlo. Very good. A movie star mansion. I absolutely love it. Marlo. My guy. Just in case I haven't said it enough, you've done a great job here. What can I help you with? Nothing. I'm heading back now. No problem. Be careful going back, and if anything comes up, you'll be the first one I call, Gabish. Please do. Oh, I'm so happy we did that for Marlo. How good. Welcome back, SezRawrr. Thanks, Lottie. You've been working so hard lately. In fact, I'd have to call you a promising designer. Please do that. Call me a promising designer. I think you'll continue to discover more about yourself, what you enjoy, and how to apply it to your work. I'm excited to watch you grow. Thank you. Here's your pay for this time. It's 9,000 Pokey. Wow. You might have noticed it's a bit more than before. I like to raise folks' pay based on their effort. I'll take it. Thank you. And I've never known anyone to disagree with a bigger payday. Never, right? Thank you. Awesome! I'm a promising designer. Next up, designing some smiles. I always try to design some smiles. By the way, our selection of work clothes has been updated, so you can check out the locker when you can. I'll do that right now. Changing your work clothes can be refreshing, so pick something that suits your mood. Well, I'll go and absolutely do that. Thank you, Lottie. How good. All right. Have we got some new things on the coffee table? I don't remember the maracas being there. Let's edit my work uniform. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh, okay. We've got the Paradise Planning maxi. I freaking love a maxi dress. I do. I love a maxi dress. I think the maxi dress with the rubber sneakers is actually really cute. It's just about the socks. I don't have any better socks, do I? The lace socks? I mean, they kind of just look like tights under the maxi dress, and I don't hate that. I feel like it's better. What about the tube socks? The tube socks with the red stripes is nice, so maybe I'll go with them. That's cute! It's a vibe. I'm happy with the maxi dress. How good. Thank you. I love it. How fun. All right, shall I go and see what recipes we've got on the island and also see who took over Marlo's position? And I'll also just go and see what the other vacation island people are doing, right? Let's just go and see. Who do we have? What do we have? Do we have a recipe? Okay, so you overtook Marlo. That's okay. We've had Tipper? Is that Tipper? I think we've had Tipper before. And I can't remember what the brief was, but yeah, it was all right. All right, do we have a DIY recipe anywhere? Mayhaps not. We do. Okay, let's see what we've got for this DIY recipe. What is it? A shell arch. I think I already know the shell arch. I do. All right, let's go and see. Oh, Lucy's having a coconut juice. Very good. Vivian is having a sandcastle. Can't remember your name? I'm so sorry, can't remember your name, but you're having a drink. Well, Gloria was here before. Maybe she's just gone back to her vacation home. I don't know. Anyway, they were all doing some hula dancing. It was great. Anyway, with that being said, I think it's time to head back, my friends. Hell yeah. Inkjet printer is standing by. What is your flight plan? Cotton swab? I want to go back. You want to go back to SezTopia, is that right? I sure do. Absolutely. Roger that. Let's fly. With that being said, my friends, that's all I've got for another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise. I'm so stoked that we got to do one for Marlo. If we ever have any of my other SezRawrr residents show up, we are absolutely doing a vacation home for them. Just all the villages that I know and love, right? I said it before when we did one for Gloria, because she was another one that I knew and loved. So you could hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell to let YouTube know you'd like to hang out here more with me on SezRawrr or on SezTopia doing Animal Crossing things, right? And if you liked this video, you could also let me know by hitting the like button down below. You could also leave me a comment. Do you like Marlo's movie star mansion? I loved it. I thought it was a whole vibe. With that being said, I hope you're having a happy morning, noon, or night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!